Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the weekend collective check-in. So we're going to talk about the energies coming in over the next couple of days. Then we're going to jump in with the cards. What I do want you to keep in mind is that this is not a sign-specific reading, although I will call out any zodiac signs that do need mentioning throughout the reading. And so I do feel there's this major focus on thinking and communication coming through this weekend. I feel like this short distance travel when it comes to some quick thinking, or maybe being curious when it comes to maybe sparking up a conversation. And so we do have Mercury square Mars though this weekend, which is bring forward, I feel like this fighting energy, right? Mars is all about war and aggression. And so I do feel this is where we find our spiritual strength to be willing to fight for what it is that we want. And so you're going to want to watch your temper though this weekend. You're going to want to try and control yourself, especially if anybody wants to try and pick a disagreement with you. The more in control and self-aware you are, the easier it will be to handle these irritable energies, because I do feel the energy is very irritable, defensive, competitive. And then we do have Venus sextile Saturn, and so Venus has now worked its way into its home sign of Taurus, and we do have Saturn now in Pisces. So I do feel these energies combined together are going to make us acutely aware of certain obligations that we have when it comes to spiritual soul contracts, whether it's, you know, a business partnership or a romantic partnership, a professional partnership. I feel like this proper perspective is being gained. It's like this major reality check, especially if you've recently been carried away by an illusion of some sort. And so you're going to be coming into a certain sense of clarity, I feel, when it comes to a situation or an existing problem that needs solving. And it is this like conscious understanding, reaching a conscious level of understanding of a specific pattern in your life that needs to kind of die away. And then we kind of close off the weekend with Mercury forming a sextile to Pluto. And so Mercury is almost about to enter into Aries, and right before it does, we're going to have this sextile with Pluto. And so we're closing out the Pisces energy, right? We're getting ready for a brand new opportunity to move ahead. And so I do feel this is like a negotiating energy coming through. If you want to experience a different level than you're used to within relationships, then I think get ready to find your willpower, to summon your willpower to gain an understanding of a certain karmic extreme circumstance, an intense karmic circumstance to be addressed in order for you to gain that insight to rise above it. And so with Mercury entering into Aries, I do want to say this is quick-witted speaking is what I'm feeling. And so I'm a Mercury in Aries, so I know all about how impatient that energy can be, especially when it comes to making a hurried decision of some sort. Aries is all about independent thoughts. Are you thinking for yourself, or is somebody thinking for you? And so I do feel communication this week is going to be spontaneous. It's going to be direct. It's going to be assertive. It's going to be chaotic, but it is going to bring a certain level of different viewpoints forward is what I'm feeling. And so you're going to feel like this mental competitiveness arising. It is all about direct, straightforward, honest, uncomplicated communication. And let me just tell you, I know how harsh and insensitive and blunt I can be sometimes with my communication, but this is where we learn to make executive decisions. Aries is all about learning through personal experiences, right? We don't like to be instructed. We don't like to be told. Aries is a leadership energy. And so you might find yourself a little bit combative and defensive over the coming weeks when it comes to any responses. But I do feel we're at like this pivotal point, right? Because We do have the new moon in Aries. We're going to have all of this very strong Aries energy. We're going to have a new moon in Aries next week. And then we're going to have the full moon in Libra 2 weeks later, and then another full moon in Aries. And so we're going to have 2 opportunities to close out these toxic cycles once and for all. And so we're going to have a new moon in Aries next week at exactly 0 degrees. And so that is a critical degree mark. And then the second new moon in Aries will be at 29 degrees. So we're jumping into things, closing out cycles. And then the next new moon in Aries, we're going to have a certain level of personal maturity to really go into this next cycle. Kitty's like all over me this morning, guys. Okay. I just wanted to show you guys a couple new crystals that I got in the mail, and then we're going to jump in with the cards. I got this beautiful tree agate carved owl. Oh my God, I absolutely love owls. I always think of my grandmother. Such a cute little piece. This beautiful agate leaf. I just love the shine on it. The bottom's this nice white color. It's just beautiful, feels amazing. Got this awesome amethyst sphere in the mail yesterday morning. Absolutely gorgeous. I love purple's my favorite color. And look at this unique mountain piece. This is actually angel aura quartz. I love the different druzy marks. I love the purple flashy color coming through on it. It's just a gorgeous piece. And so it's funny how the universe always brings you what you need. And so this aura quartz actually brings balance to the mind, the body, and the soul. And it really does help heal all old traumatic wounding. And so this come at the perfect time, right? As we're shifting out of these old cycles, we're moving out of cycles of negativity. And so this is a wonderful piece that does help silence the mind, and it does amplify all intentions and messages received. And so with Mercury and Aries, the messages are going to be fast, 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 right? So it's only going to be in Aries from March 19th till April 3rd. And then look at this. Oh my God, this amazing rose quartz tower. If you look at it, it's huge. It's like the size of my freaking forearm. But anyway, I haven't quite figured out pricing on these items yet. I actually think I want to keep them all for myself, but we'll see. Let's jump in with some cards, guys, and let's see what needs to come through for the weekend message. I am using the Star Seed Oracle deck to start today. And look at that, New Earth. It is happening, guys. It is happening. So keep holding that vision, right? And with Saturn and Pisces, it's all about manifesting that vision. And then we get activated Earth. And so there are a lot of spiritual activations taking place. This is the Great Awakening, guys. And so you're going to want to trust where the energies are taking you. Trust where you're led. Go where the energies are asking you to go. Let your intuition guide you. Silence the mind and allow the intuition to guide you forward. So we're going to get 3 messages with the Starseed Oracle deck for the weekend check-in. And then we will pull in with some numerology Oracle messages, and then we'll get in with the tarot. So what do we got here? Look at that, Earth School. Kind of feeling like the Fool, right? Feeling like that Aries energy. And so you jump first and the universe will catch you. So we are learning some major, major life lessons. We came here for soul growth, right? We came here for this higher study, this higher education of learning on the spiritual journey. And then we get these star brothers. So a lot of Horus energy, ancient Egypt energy. And so I feel a mass awakening when it does come to the divine masculine collective. And so a true divine masculine protects, offers protection, offers loyalty, safety, and trust. And so many divine masculines are being called to learn these major life lessons, and then we get the earth pulsing. And so that's where I've been at. It's time to slow down. Just slow down and allow the pulsing energy to move through your body. I love it. And then we get the 7 star sisters. So we get the star brothers and the star sisters. And so the Twin Flame Collective is here to birth these new creations. And we are here to embrace the tapestry of life and all of its infinite expressions. And so the 7 star sisters are actually associated to the constellation Pleiades. So you might be going through some type of Pleiadian activation, and Pleiadian star seeds actually have some of the heaviest karma to clear this incarnation. And so with Taurus entering into Venus, there's a lot of feminine Venus energy coming through when it comes to making love to your life, enjoying the finer pleasures and joys of life. And so I feel there is the feminine collective being asked to surrender. I also feel, you know, a lot of the feminines are coming together, working together, creating a tribe. And the masculines, I feel, are taking that lead. They're diving deep, diving in the deep, rolling in the deep. You might want to go listen to that Adele song, Rolling in the Deep. And so I feel there's going to be a rise of divine masculines coming through in between these Aries new moons. And so a lot of the masculines are going through a period of soul growth. If I can find the deck, let's read out of the book, guys. Let's read into the Star Brothers. And then we will read into the Star Sisters, because this is feeling like a masculine and feminine connection coming together. So the Star Brothers are on page 106. So what I want to say, if you are a divine masculine going through an awakening of some sort, you are definitely protected. You are more protected than you can imagine, okay? And so it is safe for you to open up your heart. There is a masculine out there opening up the back of his heart, surrendering. And so this is like a new level for somebody in their life when it comes to their higher connection. And so there's a lot of ancestral patterning coming up for clearing when it comes to some life traumas, past life karmic impressions. And I do feel a lot of the divine masculines have become very mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty, which really has blocked their heart when it comes to receiving love and support from the divine feminine. And so I feel a lot of the masculines have had to kind of been forcefully learning to go life alone. And a lot of the divine masculines feel that it's not safe to let their guard down or to open their heart. And so a lot of the masculines in the collective don't feel like the world is a very friendly place. And so the masculine collective is being called to enter into a new experience of life on this earthly plane. And so in order to do that, you have to go into all of these deep feelings of insecurities and feeling unsafe. And I do feel many in the divine masculine collective are going through a very difficult time right now. And they're needing to face their fears, to hand over their fears to the divine in order to let more love in. And so I do feel there's a masculine here that's really, really struggling to receive support, to see beyond the 3D karmic challenges. And so I do feel there is a masculine learning to soften up and open up his heart. And I do feel he has hardened it. And so this is where I feel the 7 Star Sisters come into play. So let's read into these 7 Star Sisters, if I can find it. There it is. And so the divine feminine, it's like you have this new creation inside of you. This seed has been planted, and I feel now it wants to be born. And so what have you been yearning for, divine feminine? There's this new level of consciousness that is being birthed into our reality right now. And so as we usher in this new age of Aquarius, this new era of consciousness, we have to surrender, right? And so we are the artist of our life. And so I think the feminine is being asked to ponder a few things. What wants to be birthed through you? What new creations are whispering in your ear? And what beauty are you being called to bring forward and make? And so your creativity is part of your intuition. They both come from the very same sacred place, divine feminine. And so when you truly find yourself and you embrace the flow with the rest of life, knowing that the only thing you can control are your own reactions, that is when you can go through this period of renewal and you can manifest a coming together. So what is it that you have forgotten when it comes to your creative powers? somewhere along the line, maybe you stop seeing yourself as an artist or as a creative poet. You are here to be human, yet creativity is also a part of your human nature. And so you're being called to surrender. I feel a feminine here entering into a new business project, a new creative project. Maybe it's time to pick up that pen and write a book, Divine Feminine. Maybe you're being called to spice up your home, or maybe get your home ready to sell and move. But I do feel this new energy coming in is going to be both scary and exciting for the feminine. And so how can you get grounded in your everyday life, creatively in your everyday life, where your spirit and your soul are present in every waking moment? And so what new creations are you being called to birth? Because we are learning some valuable lessons at this point in time. So let's get some numerology messages, and then we're going to pull in with the tarot. Interesting. This Venus energy is really getting us to surrender, right? Taurus is all about slowing down, spending time in nature, and embracing the pulse of Mother Nature. I hear my little one upstairs. Okay, we got 3 out. Nature. I just got done saying spend some time in nature. 74 breaking down to an 11. And so that is when we truly come into that union of self and reconnect with Mother Earth. And so we get individuality. Another 11, 11, 11. And so that's that Aquarian energy coming through too. And so you might have heavy Aquarian in your chart. Pay attention to where the Aquarian energy is in your chart. That's all about our personal individuality. And so in order to come into union of self, we have to accept and surrender to every aspect of self, right? The good, the bad, and the ugly. And so you're really going to want to show yourself a level of compassion, I'm feeling, as these cycles come to a close. And so 9-9, rounding completion, it is always about the compassion for humanity, the compassion that Christ showed for humanity. And then we get the effort card, 13. So it takes effort, right? We have to consciously choose to be compassionate. So get grounded. There is, without a doubt, a spiritual love partnership coming through this weekend. I called it with the 7 Star Sisters and the Star Brothers. We could have a whole mass wave of unions about to come together when it comes to these spiritual love partnerships. And all I want to say is there's a happy ending around the corner, guys, but forgiveness is going to be needed. So I do feel somebody is coming undone, coming apart in order to reach a certain level of forgiveness before stepping into leadership. And I want to say, if you are the Divine Feminine, your patience is about to pay off. So let's jump in with the tarot. Let's use the Mythic Tarot today. Let's do a 9-card spread with the Mythic Tarot and see what needs to come through for the weekend check-in. See what these current energies are bringing forward. If you can make it out to the New Moon Market this evening, I would love to see you all out there at Sadie Hall at 530 Victoria Ave in Chatham. I will be there selling some crystals, some jewelry, and I will be doing some mini tarot readings. So come and check it out. There's going to be a wonderful group of women out there. So come on out. A really great way to spend a Friday night, right? All right, we get the 10 of Wands reversed and the Hermit reversed. So this is a conscious release, a conscious understanding. We get the 10 of Wands in reversed, the Hermit reversed, Virgo energy, and look at what comes out right after that. We get the 2 of Cups, spiritual partnership. Ooh, the Lovers, Gemini energy, 8 of Pentacles, dead central energy. I love it. 2 of Pentacles reversed, major realignment, no more confusion, clarity, clarity. 2 of Swords reversed. No more looking at things with rose-colored glasses on. We get the Ace of Wands in reversed and the 3 of Cups. So there is this energy. Yeah, I felt the 6 of Pentacles with the 8 and the 2 reversed. And I was going to say there's been a lack of equal giving and receiving. And look at that, at the bottom of the deck. We get that 6 of Pentacles with the Moon and the 6 of Swords. with the Justice reverse. So there was an unjust situation here when it comes to a spiritual connection. I do feel a third party situation is rounding completion. No more second guessing. And so somebody here is coming out as the winner is what I want to say. We get the Two of Cups with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So this is like a realignment of partnerships. So there might be something coming to an end when it does come to a third party situation. We could have had a masculine here that had multiple women vying for the number one spot. And what I just heard, I want to be your A team. So somebody's got the A team spot here, and this will likely lead to some type of union. If you see, she's dressed as a bride. And so this is a divinely guided higher level of commitment, partnership coming in after maybe a very painful life lesson about some third party, because the blocks being removed is saying, hey, there really is no spark left here in a third party situation. And so this could be the cancellation of an engagement, because let's face it, guys, the lovers is always a choice between two. Somebody here has a decision to make between two people. And I do feel there was a lack of balance. Something about that new moon in Aries is going to bring forward an opportunity to right a past injustice. This is making something right. Checkmate. It's the energy of like, I feel like I'm hearing that song Kings and Queens. And so if I'm listening here right now. And so there was a king here that cheated is what I'm feeling with the checkmate. Moved way too many spaces ahead of somebody here, maybe left somebody out in the cold. But I do feel coming in to right a past injustice. There was fear here, there's fear here, there's illusions, there's manipulation. And I do feel a conscious release. Somebody has really been going within, trying to learn a lesson, trying to figure out what it is I really want to work on. And I feel an unexpected choice is being made, because the time is now to plant that seed. And so if you notice on this Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles are in the ground, and the Ace is the one he's concentrating on. So it's time to plant a seed. It's time to put in the work. There is a realignment, and this is about equal giving and receiving for sure. So let's take a look at the Ten of Wands. Let's clarify the Ten of Wands, 2222 on the timer. We get the King of Pentacles in reversed, the Chariot reversed, and the Magician. Cancer energy, Gemini, Virgo. And so somebody here, I think, was very selfish in the past. Could be a Cancer, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Virgo. And somebody was all about themselves. They were selfish. All they cared about was the money. They were only focused on money. Somebody here, I feel, is very ungrounded. I feel there likely could be some type of emotional breakdown. Maybe somebody's recently had something come to a dead stop, but it's like this crossroads. This Magician represents a crossroads energy where there are two paths needing to be taken. Which path are you going to go? Are you going to go back and repeat the same lessons, or are you going to evolve and move beyond these lessons? Because that's what the Magician does. The Magician sheds the old to bring in the new. And I do feel a certain level of security fears with the red, seeing red. Somebody here is seeing red. And I feel there is a spiritual connection here that you have felt entrenched in. This was a huge lesson in self-love as well. So let's take a look at the lovers. Six of Cups reversed, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. I'm almost done, Pookie. So there is a contract coming to a close that was rooted in some old childhood patterns, a toxic belief, and somebody is definitely choosing to maybe go towards a Queen of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sag, somebody with prominent fire in their chart. This is a visionary leader. This could also mean an ending with a Queen of Wands in order for a new beginning, because the time is ripe. Then below that, we do have an Emperor in reverse. I do feel a masculine is going through a higher heart activation, a lower heart activation. Somebody here is deep in some emotions. When it comes to some big, big love, like that's big, big love, a lot of emotions. And we do have a masculine here going through some type of ego death. They were selfish, they were greedy, they were controlling. All they cared about was themselves. They didn't care about doing the right thing. And they've been facing all kinds of challenges, all kinds of opposition, and they're getting a major rude awakening here. Yes, they are, with that tower, and it's coming in with lightning speed. And wherever this masculine is at, he is not going to be able to rebuild there. He's going to have to start with a clean slate. And so I do feel this has been avoided. This decision has been avoided. We could have a Queen of Wands saying, I'm all done. I'm going to step into my worth. But I feel somebody was definitely chained to something toxic. The Six of Cups reversed is an ending. No resolution in sight, choosing to start in a new direction, choosing to go after some big, big love here. So let's take a look at this Three of Cups. Page of Swords reversed. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Four of Swords reversed. So there's been resistance to this ending for quite some time. I do think get ready to receive some bad news. Something is coming to an end because it has created all kinds of challenges, all kinds of delays, all kinds of struggles with financial security. This could be total loss of fortune. There's been resistance to accepting and healing from this third-party situation. And so what I do see here is somebody's all done cutting through the bullshit, cutting through the fog. And there is going to be an ending that's been resisted for quite some time. And I do think it's been a struggle. It's been a power struggle. It's been a battle. This is not your happily ever after. I think we've got two people here that have pretended to put on a show for quite some time. Maybe social media. Everything looks great, but behind closed doors, there's no emotional contentment, no satisfaction. It's been a fight. It's been a battle. And I feel somebody is breaking free, because they do want wish fulfillment. So I think get ready for an ending that will lead to a reconciliation when it comes to two divine counterparts here. And this Venus energy is really, really highlighting this. So I feel by that Aries new moon, there is going to be somebody packing up and leaving a situation behind, preparing to go towards a reunion of some sort. So you're going to want to get grounded in nature. There is a spiritual partnership. There is a happy ending, but it might not be coming around for maybe the next 8 days to 8 weeks for a timing card. Let's look at this Eight of Pentacles for a little bit more detail on the timing. Nine of Pentacles reversed. The Hanged Man, there's a coming to Jesus moment, and we get the King of Swords. So whenever we get a masculine here getting honest with himself, I feel somebody is going through a coming to Jesus moment, an awakening. We could have a masculine here, facing some humiliation, some public humiliation, but there's honesty coming. So I feel as soon as we get a masculine that gets honest about a codependent situation and shifts their perspective, Pisces, it could be a Pisces. I feel Pisces, Aquarius energy. We could be talking about a masculine with a Pisces 12th house, Aquarius rising, or something along those lines. But it's been challenging. It's been cold. There is a karmic rebalancing taking place, and I feel somebody is going through some type of spiritual initiation, and it is going to lead to building a solid foundation. I do feel get ready for some to come back from the dead. There was a betrayal here in the past that left somebody at rock bottom, deeply wounded, maybe near-death experience, and there's been a lack of apology. But somebody's cutting through the illusion, and somebody's coming in with something solid to offer, and there's going to be a lot of harsh truth spoken after a major perspective shift this weekend. So get ready, guys. That's kind of what I got. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, please check out the description box below. And don't forget to come and check out the new moon market tonight. I will be doing, like I said, those mini new moon readings. I'm going to be bringing my my manifestation moon oracle deck and my Moonology oracle deck, and then we'll jump in with some tarot, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all back here Monday morning with the twin astrology forecast for the week ahead.